Hi, family. So today we will be talking about a part two of change of subjects. Now we've already done the part one, so those that have not watched the part one, I believe that is very important you watch the part one so that the part two becomes very easy for you to follow suit. Now we have 4 questions that we need to solve based on the question that we are asked. Now, first question say we should find x. Finding x when the expression reads x plus t over m equals 2c. So this is the expression that we've been asked to find x out of. Now, what do you have to do? The first thing you have to know is that we have x plus t over m equals 2c. So it is more or less like a fraction. So the LCM here is letter m. So what you have to do is multiply both term by m. So we have m times x plus t over m equals m times 2c. Then we have this m canceling this. So now the expression becomes x plus t equals 2cm. Now the question says we should find x. So we try as much as possible to know that expressions without x will be on one side, expression with x on the other side. So this t, that x moved to where the expression of 2cm is. And since it is positive t, when it crosses the equal sign, it becomes negative t. So we have x now equals 2cm minus t. This will be our final expression that will be expected to have. So the answer for the first question will be x equals 2cm minus t. Now let's move to the question 2. The question 2 has an expression cube root x over k equals w. So how do we determine the x, even though the x is within the cube root expression? So what we have to do is that, as we discussed in the part 1, since we remove square root with square, we can also remove square with square root. This is cube root. So how do you remove cube root? You always remove cube root with cube. So the expression is now going to be, you have to write it in this format. We have the cube root x over k all cubed equals w cubed. Whatever you do on the left side, you have to do the same thing on the right side. Now this cube that you introduce will be able to remove this cube root. Now we have the expression in a very simplified form as x over k equals w cubed. Now you can also say that this looks more or less like a fraction. This is exactly a fraction. So since this is a fraction, we can write as LCM. The LCM for this is going to be letter K. LCM for this entire expression is going to be letter K. Now we have to multiply both terms by the LCM. So we have K times x over k equals k times w cubed. Now this k takes away this k. Then we have an expression x equals kw exponent 3, or kw cubed. This is the expression that will be expected to have x equals KW3. Now, let's move to question 3. Now, question 3 is basically an entire fraction question. We have find A, where we have A over B plus C over D equals E, making sure we have A, or making A the subject. Now, here, you can simplify the entire expression by knowing the LCM. Now, your LCM will be B and D, as though you are having a simple number of fractions. So your LCM will be B and D. Now, you multiply every single term by the LCM. So we have this expression as A over B multiplying the LCM, which is BD, plus we have expression C over D multiplying the LCM, which is BD, equals the expression E multiplying the LCM BD. All right. Now, we know that this letter, we have A over B times BD. So this letter B will cancel this B out. We have C over D multiplying BD. This D takes away this D. And we have expression E multiplying BD. All right, so the final expression after the cancellations of the denominators with their respective numerators, we have A multiplying D. So that will give us AD. This D. We have A multiplying this D. Plus, we have C multiplying B. So we have BC equals, we have E multiplying BD, which gives us BDE. It gives us BDE. So we have BDE. Now, the question says we should make A the subject. So how do you make A the subject? We group the term without the A on one side and a term without the A on one side. And you can know that we have BC without A, and we have BDE, which also has no A. So we group these two on one side. So we have AD equals the BDE. This crossing to the side becomes negative BC. So we can write this entire fraction again as AD equals, since we have the same common letters in between, we have B and we have B, we can put it outside a bracket, and then we have expression DE minus C. Now, since we are looking for A, not AD, you make sure you divide both sides by D, so that this D now takes away this D. Now we have our final expression as A equals B into bracket DE minus C divided by D. So this is a final expression that you be expected to have. Now let's move to the fourth question. Now the fourth question is just like the third question. Now we have A minus 2 square root x over 3 equals B. Now how do you find x? Remember, we have the LCM as what? 3. The LCM is 3. Now you multiply through all the terms by the LCM. We have the A times the LCM, which is 3 minus LCM. We have this expression. We have 2 square root x over 3 multiplying the LCM, which is what? 3 equals b multiplying the LCM, 3. Now, having this expression, we will always simplify it. Now you have a times 3 will give you 3a minus, remember, this 3 will take this LCM off. Now we have only 2 roots or square roots. X equals 3b. Now the question says that we should find x. So we have to group terms without x. How do you group the terms? These are the ones that do not have x. 3a doesn't have x, and 3b doesn't have x. So we group them on one side. So we can regroup this in a simplified form by bringing the 3b to where the 3a is. Now this gives us 3a, this crossing from that side to this, crossing over the equal sign. Since it's positive, crossing now becomes what? Negative. So that will give us 3b. Now we have positive 2 square root x. Now we can divide both sides by 2. This also 2. Remember, whatever you do on the left side, you have to repeat the same thing on the right side. So now we have this 2 takes this 2 off. We can better rewrite this expression as, now we have root x equals 3a minus 3b all over 2. Now the question says we should find x, not square root x. So how do you remove square root? We can only remove square root by bringing in or by introducing what? Square. So we have this squared. The square will remove the square root. Now remember, whatever you do on the left side, you have to do the same thing on the right side. So this 2 takes away the square root. Now you have the expression x equals 3a minus 3b all over 2 squared. You can further expand this into a simplified form if you choose like. If you choose to solve it like that, you will have similar answer as what we have over here. You can further simplify this expression as you want it to be. All right, thank you so much, family. And if you really appreciate how we solve this question, please don't forget to give us a thumbs up and also put your comment in the comment section. I would really love to see how you will solve all these questions in your own way and see if you will get exact answers or even better simplified format more than what we have here. All right, thank you so much. Don't forget to follow up, and also don't forget to put your notification bell on so that anytime you put on video, you'll be notified so that we can follow suit on our studies. Thank you so much. I'm out.